Here are 50 most commonly asked SAP BODS Business Objects Data Services. Interview questions along with detailed and informative answers. 1. What is SAP BODS and its main purpose? Answer. SAP Business Objects Data Services (BODS) is an ETL extract, transform, load tool designed for data integration, data quality, data profiling, and data processing. It is used to extract data from various sources, transform it according to business needs, and load it into target systems such as data warehouses, databases, or applications. BODS enables organizations to consolidate and manage data efficiently, ensuring high-quality, reliable data for business intelligence and analytics. 2. What are the key components of SAP BODS? Answer. The key components of SAP BODS include A. Designer, a graphical interface to create, manage, and execute ETL jobs. B. Repository, stores metadata, job definitions, and runtime statistics. There are 3 types of repositories: local, central, and profiler. C. Job server, executes the ETL jobs designed in Designer. D. Access server, manages real-time data services. E. Engines, perform data transformations and loading. F. Management console, a web-based interface for administration, monitoring, and management of ETL jobs and services. 3. How do you create a job in SAP BODS? Answer. To create a job in SAP BODS. A. Open the Designer application. B. Create a new project or open an existing one. C. Within the project, create a new job. D. Add data flows and workflows to define the ETL process. E. Specify the source and target data stores. F. Design the transformations required between the source and target. G. Save and execute the job to process the data. 4. What is a data flow in SAP BODS? Answer. A data flow in SAP BODS is a sequence of operations that define how data is extracted from sources, transformed, and loaded into targets. It includes data source definitions, transformation logic, and data target definitions. Data flows are essential building blocks of ETL jobs in BODS, ensuring data is processed and moved accurately and efficiently. 5. What is a workflow in SAP BODS? Answer. A workflow in SAP BODS is a sequence of steps that control the execution of one or more data flows. Workflows manage the order of execution, handle conditions, and provide error handling. They can include conditional branches, loops, and scripts to manage complex ETL processes, ensuring that the data transformation and loading are executed in the correct sequence and under the appropriate conditions. 6. What are the different types of repositories in SAP BODS? Answer. The different types of repositories in SAP BODS are: A. Local repository, contains metadata and job definitions specific to a single user or developer. B. Central repository, used for version control and collaboration among multiple developers. It stores shared objects and job definitions. C. Profiler repository, stores data profiling results, including data quality, metrics, and statistics. 7. How do you handle errors in SAP BODS? Answer. Error handling in SAP BODS can be managed through various methods. Try-catch blocks are used in workflows to catch and handle errors effectively. Enabling audit logs allows tracking and logging of errors during job execution, making it easier to identify and fix issues. Error tables can be configured to capture records that fail to process, providing a detailed view of the errors encountered. Additionally, event handlers can be defined to trigger specific actions in response to certain error conditions, ensuring robust error management and data integrity. 8. What is the difference between a batch job and a real-time job in SAP BODS? Answer. Batch job executes ETL processes on a scheduled basis or on demand. It processes large volumes of data in discrete batches, which is suitable for periodic data integration and data warehousing scenarios. Real-time job continuously processes data in real time as it arrives. It is used for scenarios where immediate data processing and response are required, such as data streaming or real-time analytics. Real-time jobs are essential for applications needing instant data updates and high responsiveness. 9. What are the different types of transformations in SAP BODS? Answer. The different types of transformations in SAP BODS include A. Data integration, join, merge, query, and table comparison. B. Data quality, address cleanse, data cleanse, and match. C. Data processing, case, map operation, and validation. D. Platform, script, custom, and data transfer. 10. How do you optimize performance in SAP BODS? Answer. Optimizing performance in SAP BODS involves several strategies. Enabling parallel processing in data flows allows multiple operations to be performed simultaneously, improving overall efficiency. Utilizing push-down operations leverages the database's processing power for certain transformations, reducing the load on the ETL server. Proper memory management and configuring memory settings for job servers ensure optimal resource utilization. Using indexes and partitions on source and target tables speeds up data access and processing. Additionally, minimizing data movement between sources and targets reduces processing time and network overhead. 11. What is data profiling in SAP BODS? Answer. Data profiling in SAP BODS involves analyzing source data to understand its structure, quality, and content. It helps in identifying data anomalies, inconsistencies, and quality issues. Profiling results guide the design of data transformations and quality improvement processes. This process ensures that the data being integrated and transformed meets the required standards and is free from errors, thereby enhancing the overall reliability of the data. 12. How do you perform data profiling in SAP BODS? Answer. To perform data profiling in SAP BODS. A. Open the Data Services Designer. B. Create a data profiling task. C. Select the source data store and tables or columns to profile. D. Configure profiling options and parameters. E. Execute the profiling task and review the results in the profiler repository. 13. What is a source system in SAP BODS? Answer. A source system in SAP BODS refers to any system or data store from which data is extracted. Examples include databases such as Oracle, SQL Server, SAP HANA, flat files like CSV and XML, and applications like SAP ERP and Salesforce. The source system is where the initial data resides before it is processed and transformed by BODS for integration into the target system. 14. How do you define a source system in SAP BODS? Answer. To define a source system in SAP BODS. A. Open the Data Services Designer. B. Create a new data store. C. Select the type of data store, for example, database, application. D. Enter connection details: host, port, username, password. E. Save the data store configuration, making it available for use in data flows. 15. What is a target system in SAP BODS? Answer. A target system in SAP BODS is the system or data store where transformed data is loaded. It can be a database, data warehouse, flat file, or application where the data will be used for reporting, analysis, or further processing. The target system is the final destination of the data after it has been extracted and transformed to meet business requirements. 16. How do you define a target system in SAP BODS? Answer: to define a target system in SAP BODS. A. Open the Data Services Designer. B. Create a new data store. C. Select the type of data store, for example, database, application. D. Enter connection details like host, port, username, password. E. Save the data store configuration, in it available for use in data flows. 17. What is the function of the Management Console in SAP BODS? Answer: the Management Console in SAP BODS provides a web-based interface for administration, monitoring, and management of ETL jobs and services. It allows users to monitor job execution, track the status and performance of running jobs, schedule jobs, and manage repository settings and configurations. The Management Console also provides access to detailed logs and reports on job execution and performance, facilitating efficient management and troubleshooting of ETL processes. 18. How do you monitor job execution in the Management Console? Answer: to monitor job execution in the Management Console. A. Log into the Management Console. B. Navigate to the Administrator tab. C. Select Batch Job Status or Real-Time Job Status to view running jobs. D. Check the status, duration, and performance metrics for each job. E. Access detailed logs and error messages for troubleshooting. 19. What is the use of the Access Server in SAP BODS? Answer: the Access Server in SAP BODS manages real-time data services and ensures the delivery of data to real-time clients. It handles requests for real-time data processing, manages connections, and facilitates the execution of real-time jobs. The Access Server is crucial for scenarios requiring immediate data processing and response, such as real-time analytics and data streaming applications. 20. What is a query transform in SAP BODS? Answer: a query transform in SAP BODS is used to select, filter, and manipulate data within a data flow. It allows users to define which columns to include, apply transformations, and create calculated fields. Query transforms are essential for shaping the data as required by the business logic, ensuring that only relevant and properly transformed data is loaded into the target systems. 21. How do you use a query transform in a data flow? Answer: to use a query transform in a data flow. A. Open the data flow in the designer. B. Drag and drop the query transform onto the data flow canvas. C. Connect the source to the query transform. D. Open the query transform to define the selection, filtering, and transformation logic. E. Connect the query transform to the target. 22. What is a lookup transform in SAP BODS? Answer: a lookup transform in SAP BODS is used to retrieve data from a reference table based on a key value. It allows for the enrichment of data by adding related information from another data source. Lookup transforms are commonly used to fetch additional data attributes, validate data against reference tables, and ensure data consistency and completeness. 23. How do you configure a lookup transform? Answer: to configure a lookup transform. A. Open the data flow in the designer. B. Drag and drop the lookup transform onto the data flow canvas. C. Connect the source to the lookup transform. D. Define the lookup table and specify the key columns for matching. E. Map the output columns to the target fields. F. Configure the lookup options, such as handling missing or duplicate keys. G. Connect the lookup transform to the target. 24. What is the function of the data transfer transform in SAP BODS? Answer: the data transfer transform in SAP BODS is used to move data from one data store to another within a data flow. It is useful for transferring large volumes of data efficiently, supporting high-speed data movement with minimal transformations. This transform is often used when the primary requirement is to transfer data rather than transform it, ensuring fast and reliable data transfer between systems. 25. How do you use the data transfer transform? Answer: to use the data transfer transform. A. Open the data flow in the designer. B. Drag and drop the data transfer transform onto the data flow canvas. C. Connect the source to the data transfer transform. D. Specify the target data store and table. E. Map the source columns to the target fields. F. Configure any necessary data transfer options. G. Connect the data transfer transform to the target. 26. What is the role of the data cleanse transform in SAP BODS? Answer: the data cleanse transform in SAP BODS is used to standardize, correct, and enhance data quality. It applies data quality rules to cleanse and enrich the data, removing inconsistencies and errors. The transform can handle tasks such as correcting misspellings, standardizing formats, and enriching data with additional attributes. Data cleanse ensures that the data loaded into target systems is accurate, consistent, and reliable. 27. How do you configure the data cleanse transform? Answer: to configure the data cleanse transform. A. Open the data flow in the designer. B. Drag and drop the data cleanse transform onto the data flow canvas. C. Connect the source to the data cleanse transform. D. Define the data quality rules and parameters to be applied. E. Map the output columns to the target fields. F. Configure any necessary options for handling errors or exceptions. G. Connect the data cleanse transform to the target. 28. What is the importance of address cleanse transform in SAP BODS? Answer: the address cleanse transform in SAP BODS is specifically designed to standardize and validate address data. It corrects and formats address information according to postal standards, ensuring accurate and complete address data. This transform is crucial for businesses that rely on accurate address data for customer communications, deliveries, and geographic analysis. Address cleanse helps improve data quality and operational efficiency by ensuring that address information is standardized and validated. 29. How do you use the address cleanse transform? Answer: to use the address cleanse transform. A. Open the data flow in the designer. B. Drag and drop the address cleanse transform onto the data flow canvas. C. Connect the source to the address cleanse transform. D. Define the address fields and configure the cleansing rules. E. Map the cleansed address columns to the target fields. F. Configure any necessary options for handling errors or exceptions. G. Connect the address cleanse transform to the target. 30. What is the table comparison transform in SAP BODS? Answer: the table comparison transform in SAP BODS is used to compare data between two tables and identify differences. It supports incremental data loading by detecting changes, such as new, modified, or deleted records. This transform is useful for maintaining data synchronization between source and target systems, enabling efficient incremental updates and data warehousing processes. 31. How do you configure the table comparison transform? Answer: to configure the table comparison transform. A. Open the data flow in the designer. B. Drag and drop the table comparison transform onto the data flow canvas. C. Connect the source to the table comparison transform. D. Define the reference table and specify the key columns for comparison. E. Map the output columns to the target fields. F. Configure the options for handling changes, such as inserts, updates, and deletes. G. Connect the table comparison transform to the target. 32. What is a case transform in SAP BODS? Answer. Case transform in SAP BODS is used to apply conditional logic to data within a data flow. It allows users to define different transformation rules based on specific conditions or criteria. This transform is similar to the case statement in SQL and is useful for handling complex data transformation scenarios, where different actions are required based on the data values. 33. How do you use the case transform? Answer. To use the case transform. A. Open the data flow in the designer. B. Drag and drop the case transform onto the data flow canvas. C. Connect the source to the case transform. D. Define the conditions and corresponding actions for each case. E. Map the output columns to the target fields. F. Configure any necessary options for handling default cases or exceptions. G. Connect the case transform to the target. 34. What is the function of the validation transform in SAP BODS? Answer. The validation transform in SAP BODS is used to apply data validation rules to ensure data quality and consistency. It checks data against predefined rules and conditions, identifying and flagging invalid records. This transform helps maintain data integrity by ensuring that only valid data is processed and loaded into target systems, preventing errors and inconsistencies in the final dataset. 35. How do you configure the validation transform? Answer. To configure the validation transform. A. Open the data flow in the designer. B. Drag and drop the validation transform onto the data flow canvas. C. Connect the source to the validation transform. D. Define the validation rules and conditions for each field. E. Map the output columns to the target fields. F. Configure the options for handling invalid records, such as routing them to error tables. G. Connect the validation transform to the target. 36. What is the match transform in SAP BODS? Answer. The match transform in SAP BODS is used to identify and match similar records within a dataset. It applies fuzzy matching algorithms to find duplicates or related records based on defined criteria. This transform is essential for data deduplication and entity resolution, ensuring that duplicate or similar records are identified and managed appropriately. It helps maintain data quality and accuracy, particularly in customer databases and master data management scenarios. 37. How do you configure the match transform? Answer. To configure the match transform. A. Open the data flow in the designer. B. Drag and drop the match transform onto the data flow canvas. C. Connect the source to the match transform. D. Define the matching criteria and algorithms for comparing records. E. Configure match rules and thresholds to determine what constitutes a match. F. Map the output columns to the target fields, including match, score, and status. G. Connect the match transform to the target or downstream processing components. 38. What is the use of the merge transform in SAP BODS? Answer. The merge transform in SAP BODS combines data from multiple sources into a single output. It is used to merge datasets from different tables or files based on common keys. This transform is useful for consolidating data from various sources, creating a unified dataset for analysis or reporting. It helps streamline data integration processes by efficiently combining related data into a single view. 39. How do you configure the merge transform? Answer. To configure the merge transform. A. Open the data flow in the designer. B. Drag and drop the merge transform onto the data flow canvas. C. Connect multiple source inputs to the merge transform. D. Define the keys for merging the data from the different sources. E. Map the input columns to the output fields, handling any necessary transformations. F. Configure options for handling duplicates or conflicts. G. Connect the merge transform to the target. 40. What is a script in SAP BODS, and how is it used? Answer. A script in SAP BODS is a custom piece of code written in the data services scripting language to perform complex transformations, control flow logic, or custom operations that are not supported by standard transforms. Scripts are used to implement advanced business logic, manipulate data dynamically, or automate tasks within ETL jobs. They enhance the flexibility and capability of BODS by allowing developers to extend the tool's functionality. 41. How do you create and use a script in SAP BODS? Answer. To create and use a script in SAP BODS. A. Open the data flow or workflow in the designer. B. Drag and drop the script component onto the canvas. C. Write the custom code using the data services scripting language. D. Define input and output parameters if needed. E. Connect the script component to the relevant parts of the data flow or workflow. F. Test and debug the script to ensure it performs the desired operations. G. Save and execute the job to incorporate the script's functionality. 42. What is the purpose of Data Services Management Console? Answer. The Data Services Management Console provides a centralized web-based interface for administering, monitoring, and managing SAP BODS environments. It allows users to schedule jobs, monitor job execution, view performance statistics, manage repositories, and configure system settings. The console helps ensure efficient and effective management of ETL processes, providing visibility and control over data integration activities. 43. How do you schedule a job in the Management Console? Answer. To schedule a job in the Management Console. A. Log into the Management Console. B. Navigate to the Administrator tab. C. Select Batch Job Configuration or a similar scheduling option. D. Choose the job to be scheduled. E. Define the scheduling parameters such as frequency, start time, and end time. F. Save the schedule configuration. G. Monitor the scheduled job execution through the console to ensure it runs as expected. 44. What is the use of the validation transform? Answer. The validation transform in SAP BODS is used to apply validation rules to data within a data flow. It ensures that data meets specified criteria before it is processed further or loaded into the target system. This transform helps identify and handle invalid or erroneous data, ensuring data quality and consistency. By validating data at an early stage, it prevents errors and inconsistencies from propagating through the ETL process. 45. How do you optimize memory usage in SAP BODS? Answer. Optimizing memory usage in SAP BODS involves several strategies. Configuring appropriate memory settings for the job server and optimizing data flows to minimize memory consumption are crucial. Using push-down operations can offload processing to the database, reducing the memory load on the ETL server. Additionally, partitioning large datasets and using efficient data structures help manage memory usage effectively. Regularly monitoring and adjusting memory settings based on job performance and system capacity ensures optimal memory utilization. 46. What is the role of the central repository in SAP BODS? Answer. The central repository in SAP BODS facilitates collaboration and version control among multiple developers. It stores shared objects, job definitions, and metadata, enabling teams to work together on ETL projects. The central repository supports check and checkout functionality, version history, and object comparison, ensuring that changes are tracked and managed effectively. It helps maintain consistency and coordination in development environments, improving productivity and reducing the risk of conflicts or errors. 47. How do you use the central repository for version control? Answer: to use the central repository for version control. A. Connect to the central repository from the designer. B. Check out objects or jobs for modification, ensuring exclusive access during editing. C. Make the necessary changes and test them. D. Check in the modified objects or jobs, providing version comments. E. Use the version history to track changes, compare versions, and revert to previous versions if needed. F. Manage conflicts and merges when multiple developers work on the same objects. 48. What is the role of the job server in SAP BODS? Answer: the job server in SAP BODS is responsible for executing ETL jobs designed in the designer. It processes data according to the defined workflows and data flows, performing extraction, transformation, and loading operations. The job server manages resources, schedules job execution, and handles parallel processing to ensure efficient and timely data processing. It plays a crucial role in the overall ETL infrastructure, ensuring that data integration tasks are executed reliably and efficiently. 49. How do you configure the job server in SAP BODS? Answer: to configure the job server in SAP BODS. A. Access the job server configuration tool. B. Define the job server settings, including memory allocation, CPU usage, and connection parameters. C. Register the job server with the appropriate repositories. D. Configure job scheduling and execution options. E. Save the configuration and restart the job server to apply changes. F. Monitor the job server performance and adjust settings as needed for optimal operation. 50. What is the significance of metadata in SAP BODS? Answer: metadata in SAP BODS provides detailed information about data structures, processes, and transformations. It includes definitions of data sources, target systems, data flows, transformations, and job configurations. Metadata ensures that ETL processes are well documented, transparent, and maintainable. It helps developers understand the data lineage, dependencies, and transformation logic, facilitating efficient development, troubleshooting, and maintenance of ETL jobs. Metadata also supports data governance and compliance by providing a clear view of data usage and transformations. The above 50 questions and answers provide a comprehensive overview of SAP Business Objects Data Services (BODS). They cover essential topics such as core concepts, data integration processes, different types of transforms, scripting, error handling, performance optimization, and repository management. These detailed explanations equip individuals with the necessary knowledge to effectively use and manage SAP BODS, ensuring efficient and reliable ETL processes for data integration and transformation. The set of questions and answers is a valuable resource for anyone preparing for interviews or seeking to deepen their understanding of SAP BODS. For more exciting tips, tricks, and more importantly, for valuable insights of interviews, please share, like, and subscribe to my channel. It has a lot of valuable information about various insights of interviews. It has a wide range of real-world portfolio projects of various technologies for interviews, and it has wide range of most asked interview questions and answers of various technologies like data science, SAP, AWS, DevOps, and full-stack web development, and more that will be useful during interviews. It has a wide range of most asked interview questions and answers and real-world portfolio projects of various technologies for freshers, for 2 to 3 years, experienced candidates, and for 5 or above years, experienced candidates to test their skills by knowing most asked interview questions and make themselves ready for interviews.